So I have a home-based detailing business, and growing up, I always enjoyed having a clean car. My dad was actually Marine and taught me the value of getting down and looking up. And I think that's what kind of started my attention to detail. And I don't think she actually watches my YouTube videos because she just doesn't get detailing. But sis, I hope you don't get mad with this one, but we're gonna be making a video today on how to quickly clean a minivan to make a big impact in a small amount of time. My family appreciates a clean car, but my sister is an extremely amazing mom. She drives her kids all over the place with soccer, lacrosse, field hockey, all of their social outings. I feel like she is just a very underrated chauffeur these days. And when you are a busy mom, sometimes your mom van or minivan, it can take a hit. So my mom and sister are at the mall right now hanging out, and they're gonna be coming by later on to kind of finish the job with me or to hang out. So I wanna try to make a big impact in a short amount of time. So what we're gonna do is quickly blow out the interior, pull our mats out. While I have shade right now in my carport, I could put my tent up. This is a big vehicle. It's a little windy, so I want to try to get the outside washed before they get here. We might shampoo our seats. I don't know if we'll need to shampoo our carpets because she has all-weather mats that go edge to edge. Best investment you can ever make on a vehicle, honestly. Wiped on our plastics, door glass. So once we get that done, then we'll see how much time we have to focus on the outside to try to bring back some love. Now, I have polished this van twice before. Honda paint is pretty soft, and she doesn't care if I go after all the scratches. More than anything, I want to put oil back into the paint, see if we can blend some of the deeper scratches and just help it look shiny, and then put a good coat of protection on there. So a lot of talking, a lot of work that we got to do, and I also have soccer practice for my own kids tonight, so I have to get this done by like 3 o'clock because that's when she has to go pick up her daughter from middle school. The day in the life of a detailer sister, and how we can get quick results on a big minivan in a short amount of time. We're gonna do time lapse a lot on this one. Let me share with you guys what we're working on, and then we'll share with you guys the finished result if we have time. Hopefully we do.
Priority number one for me is to get these headlights restored. Not only does it make the vehicle look better, but it'll be safer when she's driving at night. This vehicle is parked outside under a tree, and she doesn't wash it that frequently. If she does, it's through the automatic car wash. And so that's why we have a buildup of brake dust on our wheels, because they're not really fine-tuning it. We also have some staining on our paint and fading from just being out in the sun and from the soaps. There are some love marks on this paint that I'm not going to chase because my sister does not care about swirls and scratches. More than anything, she really cares about the interior of her vehicle, but sometimes when we don't care about the exterior, it can cause some issues that eventually it's going to be costly to repair. Now, I do have the vehicle for most of the day, and if we have time, I'm going to try to remove some of the oxidation and staining, but my goal isn't to have paint perfection because it's not going to be maintained realistically. We're not going to fix clear coat failure, major issues, or even some of the deeper scratches that they have on this paint. That needs to be touched up before rust sets in, Ash. I'll send you a link to a kit. This is the area that's the most important to her. I feel like every mom van has one of these, but it's actually pretty smart. It's an old pretzel container turned into a trash can. Kind of ingenious, Ash. So I don't think we need to shampoo our carpets. We will do all of our door jambs here and down here. These catch a lot of crap, and they can actually slow the door from opening and closing, get really gritty. They do have drains in them back here and then down in here somewhere. So you can pressure wash it, but sometimes you have to pull the plug to let the water out or have a wet dry vac. But I've seen lollipops, gum, food shoved in here. They just get really hard to open and close, so it's important to clean these out. It's honestly, in terms of minivans, very clean. We do have a lot of dirt on our mats. We can pressure wash that, but underneath our mats have preserved the carpet really well. So good job, Ash. This actually isn't that bad. I think we'll be able to very quickly shampoo our seats. And like I said,
The bases are where you're gonna have a majority of your soiling, but I think we're gonna do all of them, especially I can just see we've got a darker tinge to our seats. This will help it smell cleaner and also just brighten the fabrics. So interior wise, not a lot of work that we have to do. We're gonna first pull out all of our mats, get our blower and blow everything out, and then we'll start on door jambs, tires, wheels, and get the exterior washed.
Here's a pro tip for those of you that are struggling with finding time to cleaning out your interior. Oftentimes, maintenance is the key. When we let it go so long that it requires hours just to pull out the dirt, that's where it gets overwhelming. Clean it more frequently, it's going to be easier to clean, and you're not going to have to spend as long doing it. For most people, what I'm doing here is all you really need to do on a weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly basis. Pull out your mats and blow out the interior. You can even use a leaf blower if you don't have a variable speed blower like this. But for most people, this is all you need to do. We haven't even vacuumed out the interior, and you can see it basically looks clean. Now, if we do want to fine tune it, our vacuum job is going to be so much shorter because we've blown out a majority of the dirt and dust from all of our cracks and crevices. If there's spots or stains on the carpets, we can spot clean them, and when we wash the exterior, we'll pressure wash our mats. The only area we didn't blow out is the trunk because it would just blow back into itself.
That's a bummer. It cracked. Multiple places. This looks like I gotta find a new foam cannon, but for now, we're gonna use my MTM.
Fortunately, I have a backup foam cannon, but we're going to use Dark Fury in our pressure washer to quickly blast out all of our door jambs, and McKee's 37 floor mat and cargo liner rejuvenator, along with the drill brush to quickly make work of all of our all-weather mats. Hopefully we have no more issues moving forward. Since these wheels do have some etching from the brake dust, we're going to use an acid to clean them, so we're using Koshemi Acid Wheel Cleaner and Dark Fury to go after our tires and wheels a little bit more aggressively.
So of all days, my pressure washer isn't working. For some reason, we've got a huge reduction in pressure, and then it just doesn't want to kick off. So chances are we're going to be buying a new pressure washer, and I'm kind of pissed about it because I spent a lot of money on that pressure washer. We did change the oil about 2 months ago, and everything has been working fine. I've actually been loving it. It's got a really nice total start-stop system, really nice pressure. It's heavy as balls. I mean, I feel like I am a He-Man or Mighty Man when I'm lifting that thing. It's a good 45 pounds. So honestly, I might just go back to a Ryobi because it was a lot easier to use, a lot more affordable. And if it took a crap on me, I wasn't mad about it because maybe it was like $100, $150. So stay tuned for that update. But because I don't have as much pressure as I would like for foam cannon, we're going to use a pump sprayer or an electric sprayer to apply our Primus 2.0. Let that sit, dwell, do the best we can with rinsing it off with pressure, do a contact wash, clay towel treatment, and then pull it inside because it is getting cold and it is getting really windy and dark, and I have a feeling that it's going to rain, although it wasn't in the forecast. But I love you, Ashley. I'm doing this for you. We're gonna push through. But yeah, stay tuned. We might be getting a new pressure washer on the channel.
Why is it sometimes that when you want to do a nice thing for someone, it just feels like the stars do not align? Sometimes I think the devil just doesn't want you to do a nice thing. But we're going to push through, do a very quick wash and clay towel treatment on this soft paint. But for those of you that oftentimes struggle with the aesthetic of your vehicle, this may be all you need. Just do a quick wash and clay towel treatment, and you'll notice the paint will look so much brighter when we have smooth paint.
So we just finished up our wash. We haven't waxed the vehicle yet, and all we've done on the inside is blow it out and pressure wash our mats. And for 80 to maybe even 90% of minivan owners, mom and dads, or whoever's driving it, this might be sufficient. As a professional detailer, I can take it further. We're going to fine-tune, vacuum, just use some brushes, agitate, fluff the fibers. That way, if we need to extract, I'm not chasing a lot of matted down dirt. We're going to extract our seats, and we do have some coffee spills in the front that we're going to extract these carpets here, but the rest, honestly, I don't think that we need to extract because our all-weather mat's protected. I will also say this, if you have mats inside your vehicle like this, do yourself a favor, pull out the carpet mats underneath of them because you don't need both. You don't need to layer up mats. I see this all the time with owners, and what happens now is I have more work. I have to clean these mats as well as these mats as well as the carpet. And yes, this can take some of the spills that might end up on your base carpet, but it's one extra step. So personally, if you have these in your vehicle and you have these in your vehicle, take these out. This will conserve them. If you ever do trade in the vehicle, now you have fresh new mats that actually will help with resale value. So just a little tip, don't double up your mats. Pull these carpet ones out if you have them. That way it's less to clean, and then you have new mats to trade in with the vehicle for more value.
Here's another pro tip for you. When doing the interior, make sure you pull your seats forwards and backwards so that way you can get along the tight spaces. Use a drill brush as well as various brushes to fluff the fibers, and then you can use your detailing brushes to dust and vacuum all of your plastic surfaces, so that way all you really need to focus on is cleaning anything that's sticky or that has stained your plastics. We're also going to use a waterless wash to clean our door jambs.
So we just hit 2 hours in on our detail, and we were able to accomplish a lot. We were moving fast, but we blew everything out, vacuumed out the interior, even used a detail brush to dust all of our plastics. We are going to go ahead and start extracting, but we were also able to get the exterior washed, decontaminated, and dried. A lot can be done in a short amount of time. Now we're going to go ahead, use our Aqua Pro Vac. We have hot water in here, and we're going to be using Superior Products, their heavy-duty enzyme does-it-all cleaner, to go after all of the soiling and dirt on our seats, hopefully remove some of the coffee spills that we have on our carpets. It's not too terribly bad. This is a citrus-based cleaner, has a nice fresh scent, and it's low foaming. On gray seats, that is convenient because I don't want to saturate this. I don't want to have a ton of wicking or a lot of foam that I have to rinse, because then it's just going to take longer for everything to dry out. She is hoping to drive home soon with this. So we're going to start in the front so we can get this seat clean and then put our blower on it. And then as we work around the vehicle, get our blower on to try to get this dry as quickly as possible. But we're going to go ahead and switch out our drill brush to the flathead and start extracting.
For those of you that follow this channel, you know that I toggle between different cleaners based on the vehicle and the scenario that I'm working on. I chose this specific product because it rinses away very quickly, cleans very well, but I don't have to spend as much time removing residue, so that means less water. It should dry faster. But we did have to go over it 2 times because that first time kind of loosens the top layer of dirt. Second time is where you're really going to see more deep cleaning. I was hoping to get a little further along, but unfortunately my mom and sister were done at the mall, so they showed up.
What did you want me to say?
3 athletes that stink and are filthy.
Be kind.
I'm just stating the facts.
Actually, you have 4.
It
And a
is.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a
You have a
dog.
dog that
That
she
has
just
paws.
loves to run back and forth on your seat.
She does love to jump on the seat. So
Cute shoes. When did you get those? You haven't
Ah!
rubbed them yet.
it's like rubbing my. I
Oh,
need to
wear
wear
bigger
I need
socks.
to wear.
You
like
need socks like
socks.
these. Yeah. Thank you for leaving it with me because I still have work to do. I'm going to shampoo it, try to get the seats dry, and then if I have time, do your headlights and do a quick polish.
Oh, you don't. What do you mean shampoo it?
Extract.
Doesn't it look fine now? I feel like it looks fine now.
Come here.
I'm pretty sure it looks great.
Come here.
I just need you to not go over and above and beyond. It's not necessary.
I need you to look. This is just your seat.
That's just the one that I sat in?
That's just your seat.
My chair?
Your seat. So they need to be done.
Let me see.
I mean, there's foam, but that's all body oil and dirt. When it's creamy like that, it's body oil.
I didn't realize I was such a greasy Italian.
No, I could extract this one for you to see. You want to see how dirty it is?
I mean, it looks really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. You don't have to worry about it drying either. I'll just bring a towel.
No. It'll be dry. I'll get my blower on it. It'll be dry. These suede seats dry pretty quick.
Spectacularly brighter.
Stripes?
Like the pattern?
Yeah, that should be gray.
Interesting. This feels like a little above and beyond, Chelsea. You should have just vacuumed and walked. And I was just excited to get this seat. That's
What I said. They're dirty. I could see how dirty they were. And you can, it'll smell a lot better in here.
Ooh. See that water coming out.
Yeah, I do, man.
Oh my. That's not as bad as you've had those shells.
It's pretty gross.
It's very satisfying.
No, but I'm saying you've had worse.
Sure.
No, but they were smokers.
Yeah.
This is puppy. I guarantee you, this is puppy. This is Maggie. Because humans don't give you this level of dirt by itself.
Really bad is like when Kyle has leather seats and you can like see her paws.
That's what I'm saying. You
Like,
don't see
leave
it.
on the market.
You don't see it here, but this is all puppy paws. Which seat does she sit in the most? That one? The passenger?
No, she's in the back of the most.
Like here?
Yeah. You actually do it until it's clear?
Sometimes. On light colored interiors, I kind of have to, or else you'll have wicking.
Well, you don't have to do that for mine.
You'll have wicking though.
Are they going to be wet now?
I put a blower on
They'll be
it.
damp.
I put a blower on it. It'll be dry.
Wow.
This is one of my biggest frustrations as a detailer. I love doing cars for my family, but they don't realize how long it takes sometimes to get the results that we need to get. Patience, young grasshopper. It will be okay. Sis, this is how bad your seats were. Why is there so much solids? That's just dirt. Oh, Maggie, you are a dirty puppy. A lot of my customers just become blind to the dirt on the interior of their vehicle over time. When you have a lot of body oil or sweat that accumulates on your seat, that's going to grab any sort of dirt and dust and hold on to it. So I do recommend this service be done, if not yearly, every other year at a minimum. It's going to help just keep your seats brighter, remove that body oil, and help freshen the smell on the interior. The Aqua Pro Vac is a very affordable unit that honestly anyone can do this themselves. And it's a great unit that you can even do your carpets on the inside of your home. So for those of you that maybe you own a minivan and you're looking to just keep it looking top notch, can be a little bit of an investment up front, but it's going to pay off in the long run because you can do this as needed for spots or yearly to just freshen your interior. And I know they were so worried about the seats being dry. They were dry before they came to pick them up, thanks to the dry pod. But didn't our seats turn out so good? You can actually see the pattern now in them. We also went ahead and extracted her mats just to remove the few spots that we had on there. But now that we're done with extracting, we're going to shift gears into taking a look at this paint. Now, to make sure I have enough paint to actually polish it, since we've already polished it twice before, we're going to do a paint thickness reading to see how thick our paint is. Anything that's above 3 mils should be safe to do a quick polish. Below 3 mils, you're running very thin on clear coat.
So it is 3:30. We are done with extracting. Interior, for the most part, is like 75-80% there. And honestly, my sister would be content if we left it at that. Plastics, glass, she could handle. Now we're gonna move on to the outside. We're gonna get these headlights. I don't think I'm going to wet sand them. We're just gonna use a really aggressive compound and wool pad and see if we can just cut through some of that oxidation and bring back some clarity. On this paint, I've polished this vehicle 2 times and they do go through the automatic car wash. There are certain areas of this vehicle that we are below 3 mils. We're like 2.8, 2.6 on the trunk and a couple kind of high touch areas that maybe they get rubbed a little bit more aggressively with brushes. The rest of the vehicle, we're like 3.4, anywhere to 4 mils of paint. So what we're gonna do, because I know they're not going to really care about swirls and scratches, she actually, when she came, she's like, oh wow, now that it's clean, you can see the scratches more clearly. I'm just going to use something like a 3D Speed. That is going to put oil back into the paint. It does have fillers. Sometimes fillers are beneficial when the paint is so thin, and maybe you just want to kind of give it a temporary makeup job. But especially on this hood here, we're about 3.4, 3.6. And we do have a lot of deeper scratches. I'm not going to chase them. I just want to remove the staining and put oil back into the paint to give it a beautiful, nice, rich black color. And then we will put a ceramic sealant on it. I was thinking I was going to do Meguiar's hybrid paint coating, but this does get parked outside. I don't want to give them issues with water spots, among other things. So I think we're just going to go with like a Griot's 3-in-1 ceramic wax. That is one of my go-tos here at my shop. For just, 4 to 6 months of protection. That's typically what I use for my customers for like a full detail. It performs really well, easy on, no streaks whatsoever. So for those of you that are looking for a quick and easy protection for your paint, that is one of my favorites. I've been using it for years. So we're going to continue to go into time lapse. I just wanted to kind of bring you guys in real quick to explain why I'm going this course. 3D Speed is fast. We don't have ghosting on this paint. It will put the oil back in, help fill in some of the scratches temporarily, and then we'll put protection on it. Honestly, I think they're gonna feel like it's a new vehicle. Even as a detailer, I might wanna chase more of the defects and give them long-term protection. For some people, that's not practical. That's not what they need or want. So in this moment, I'm just gonna help make my sister happy, give her a shiny black car, make it easier to clean for the next few months. Sis, come into me every 6 months. I can just put protection on it. It's easy. It's totally easy. So if you can't do it, I live 10 minutes from you. There's no excuse.
3D ACA 500 is their extra cut compound. It's one of the most aggressive that I've worked with. And we're also using a 3-inch low lint wool pad from Lake Country. When we have heavy oxidation and some light clear coat failure going on headlights, this is one of my favorite combinations to quickly restore headlights. Now, you're going to get the best results when we wet sand with 1,000 all the way up to 3,000 grit, then compound and polish out your scratches, then put a ceramic coat over top of them. But since we're running short on time, I just want to make a quick impact. So we're going to compound, polish, and then apply a ceramic coat at the very end just to help maybe keep the oxidation from coming back as quickly. But unfortunately, when headlights get to this point where the clear coat is starting to fail, no matter what you do to them, it's going to return to this point in about a year. So this is something that you're going to frequently need to do to headlights once they get to this point, or else you need to respray with clear coat or just buy new replacement headlights altogether. But for those of you that your headlights are starting to look a little shabby, compound polish is a great way just to do a quick touch up, and you can get really nice results without having to spend a lot of time doing it. Now we're actually doing really great on time, so we're gonna go ahead and polish the paint. Now this isn't meant to correct, it's meant to enhance. We're looking to put gloss and shine back into the paint. Since Honda paint is softer, we don't have to be as aggressive to get decent correction. We're using an orange foam pad and 3D Speed, wipes off like butter, and oh my gosh, I love my job.
This is what I'm talking about. The polishing oils that are within a polish like that just enrich the paint. We have dry paint, similar to my chalky hands from all the chemicals that I use. If I were to put lotion on my skin, it would look 1,000 times better. We basically put lotion on this paint. We didn't remove all the swirls and scratches, but 9 times out of 10, this is all a customer is really looking for. Right there. If I were to bring a paint correction light on it, here's our before, here's our after. We didn't get all the swirls and scratches, and that's okay. It did fill in majority, and it can do some minor correction when you have the right pad. Orange foam on Honda paint, it might do some minor correction, but you can actually see there's some metallic flake in this paint now. Over here, it almost looks gray. But that right there is why I love this product for my customers. Quick and easy. product, the best way to apply it is typically one spray for a panel of this size. I like to use a plush microfiber and just really evenly massage it into the paint. Even if you want to do crosshatch up and down, just make sure it's evenly applied. Less is more with this. Let it set up for just a second, and then with a dry plush microfiber, just go over it, and that's how you have no streaks with this product. So a panel this size, 2 sprays. Our towel is good and primed, so just make sure you evenly work it into the paint. Let it set up for just a second, and then wipe off. You don't need to let it haze up. And I have found you don't really want to let this go too long drying on the panel. So I find working panel by panel gives you the easiest streak-free results. And we're done.
So now we are basically on the home stretch, which is perfect timing because my sister just texted and said she was on her way to pick up the vehicle. So we quickly did all of our glass and plastics. Now, she wanted to pay me for this detail, and I said, no, you don't need to pay me. But I had just bought a water fountain for myself, and my husband wasn't very happy that I spent that money on a water fountain. And so she said, how about I buy the water fountain for you, and that's payment for the detail. So thanks for the fountain, sis.
How are you? Good. Wow. She's so shiny. Can I open this in here?
Yep.
Oh. Where'd that come from?
It's under the seat. So the seats in the back are a little damp still. Technically don't need both. Like you could put just your all weather and not have the carpet ones in. That's less for you to have to clean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The thing she cared most about was the interior, and we were able to get that looking almost brand new after shampooing and cleaning all of our mats. Now, as for the exterior, that was where she was the most surprised. By just simply washing, decontaminating, and doing the quickest of polishes, we were actually able to give her back a black van. We also were able to restore her headlights, so I feel more comfortable with her driving at night.
Like, just make the tires shiny.
No. Don't waste your product.
I'm right behind you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where did she fall in dirtiness when you...
In your dash.
Yeah, like there wasn't a lot of vacuuming that I had to do. So in that terms, you were great.
There. I'll let you take care of that.
Oh. When did I do all of that? I don't recall that.
What, that?
Yeah.
Do I get the sister approval?
It looks amazing. I told you when it was dirty, I wasn't able to see all of that, and now it's very, very obvious.
What is the matter? What's she
The
doing?
reflection.
It's the perfect ending. Oh,
The
well,
reflection group.
thanks for sharing it with me. Bye, sis.